Okay, guys, welcome. So I wanted to first talk about this site right here. I'm just going to basically kind of pull it apart. Before I start doing that, I want you guys to see what kind of guesses that I'm going to have. And of course, I'm not going to pull up what the mobile version looks like. It's probably not optimized, but it might be optimized enough. It's probably effective enough. But I want to talk about this because I like doing audits in this funeral home vertical niche, whatever you want to call it. There seems to be a common theme here of the sites that I'm seeing just are not, they're not that good. They're very messy. It seems like they were made about 10 years ago, 15 years ago. And then maybe they were built up on, or maybe they were hired by people, developers, that didn't, they're looking for just functionality. And okay, look, at the end of the day, it's all right if your site is converting and it's making money, but there are going to be, you have to stay ahead of the curve when it comes to business, because if you don't, there are going to be marketers like myself who are going to say, hey, your website can be converting this much better if it looked like this and it was faster and it did this. And then now your competition is going to be making sites that look like this, but of course for their funeral home. Okay. This is my site here. Now, it still needs a couple of tweaks for it to be where I need it to be. But we focus on improving your search engine optimization. We focus on improving or using your pay-per-click ads. If you're already using it and you're not getting results, we can hone in on that and make that better. And of course, we can improve your website. So that's what we do. We focus on bringing. If you hear my heater, I apologize. It's cold in here. So we bring on our job, and our mission is to help hundreds of funeral homes come to the modern side of marketing and business practice online. Because I think at least most of the funeral home owners that I've spoken to are fantastic with face-to-face knowledge and face-to-face interactions, but let's bring that online. That's our goal. Okay. So what you guys can do is you guys can actually check out my YouTube channel, which is called topfuneralmarketing.com. Sorry, not .com. Go to YouTube and type in Top Funeral Marketing, and you guys are going to see me. It'll look more like this. So you guys are going to see this, and you guys can look at, me explaining things, our demo, like what our demo service would look like. Yeah. And getting your funeral home ranking and doing better. I'll teach you about SEO. That's my goal. Okay. So this site, I want to pick apart this site. So this site is actually doing well. Okay. It is ranking on page 1 for funeral homes, New York City. So just so you guys can see that, there's an ad here for Sparrow Funeral Home here. And there's the map pack, of course. And here they are. So they're literally number 2 underneath this expertise.com. This is more like a compilation or a roundup, right, of the best funeral homes. So here's this site. But as you guys can tell, right, taking a look at it, it's not the prettiest site. The color schemes are nice, but look how much information is here. Okay. Now look at my site. Whoops. That's my big mug. So look at my site. When you see here, information, this catches your eye, schedule a consultation, contact us. These are what we offer, blah, 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 right? Phone number, YouTube channel. You just know everything pops. It's punchy. This site, yes, you have the information, learn more about pre-planning. It's got some why choose us, blah, 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 providing online information. And then they have this FEMA thing. This could have been added in there afterwards. It looks like it might have been just jammed in there. This homepage could benefit from a video, right? Just like this. down here, but a little bit like higher. I'd probably put it here if I was on the other site. It's look, home, about us, contact, obituaries, and then send flowers, right? And they have a search function and they have a phone number. And then they have this down here. This can be consolidated into one bar. And then, we can bring the phone number down. Like, there's certain things that you can do to make this look much more appealing. Okay. Now, why do websites have to be appealing, right, to the eye? The new wave of people who are going to be burying grandparents, parents, sisters, brothers are my age. I'm 30. I'll be 32 this year. In possibly the next 5, 10, 20 years, I'll be burying my father. We make decisions, even in my generation and younger, based off of this right here. Funeral homes, New York City. Funeral homes near me. Funeral homes, whatever city, right? And we're going to look at this and we're going to go, okay, because we a lot of us know what we're, we'll look at these ads and whatever, but we'll look here and we'll go, okay, and we'll look straight at these reviews. My generation is a lot heavier in terms of what they will take into consideration, what factors they use to pick a business on reviews. With the new big wave of marketing. The new big wave of marketing is awesome because, yes, we have access to all this, but there's also another side to it, the yin and yang, right? The good, positive, negative, the balance, the equal to negativity and bad marketing. So I've been scammed before buying products online and there was no reviews. So I was like, okay, I'll buy it anyway and check it out. Now my generation and younger are addicted to, not addicted, but we're channeled and driven to look at reviews. So if you don't have good reviews, we're not going there. Sorry, it's just the way it is. So years ago, before phones, this could be, it wasn't such a big deal because word of mouth marketing is so big, especially in the funeral home industry. Like word of mouth, referrals, walk-ins, right? Look, like reviews didn't matter, but now that's what all this is. This is basically other people's validation saying, I went here and I had a great experience. There's going to be some people in here that maybe has some 4-star or 3 stars, or maybe even 1, because maybe they were distraught and emotional. This is an emotional industry, right? Where people are emotional and they're going to rate you. And because if you do everything right, they're going to give you 5 because you helped them through a very emotional time. So again, they are number 1. But what I'm trying to show you guys, especially the people that want to rank number 1, is you don't have to have the prettiest site. And if you have a very good, high functioning website, you can rank higher. You can do very well for yourself. You can rank much higher. You can do much better in terms of the technical side. Now, what does this funeral home have on it that other ones don't? Now, this tool I use is called Ahrefs. I pay for this. It drastically underestimates how much traffic is actually hitting this site. I'm guessing it's about 4 times more. So probably about 6,000. I don't know why it does that, but the keywords are ranking for are normal. Backlinks are normal. So Google has certain things called, they have something in the background, ranking factors, topical authority, backlinks, etc. The longer a site's been around, and the more backlinks it has, backlinks are basically a trust factor to tell Google, hey, people that are searching for this keyword can trust this website. And the more of it has, the higher it's going to rank. And then, of course, as long as this website's keeping up with speed, which it is, okay? So I ran it through GT Metrics. You guys can run your website through this, gtmetrics.com, okay? I ran this, and it got an A. It's doing very well. Now, site structure can be, again, and I already knew this was going to be like lower because of the way the site looks, but performance is fantastic. It's not doing very bad at all. So we can look at the performance metrics here. Speed index. Some things took a little bit longer, but blah, blah, blah. It's fine. Like this loads just fine. And that's why this site is doing well. Again, it doesn't need to be pretty, but if we put a good pay-per-click campaign and a good SEO campaign, so again, we do a 2-pronged approach. The first prong is an SEO campaign, which means we try to get organic backlinks to, like, we can literally see who's linking to this site, and we can go and see, okay, I want you to rank to our site because, and we would do that in a way where it seems necessary. We're not just going to reach out to everyone that's linking here and say, hey, link out to us. We're better. But they're going to use a nicer looking site to judge that. They're going to go, hey, how is your marketing looking? Because marketing is a separate entity in a way where it's like, hey, are you able to actually talk to your market? So what I usually suggest that people do, because I work with a few different industries, but I go deep into them. So funeral homes is one, electricians is another, and I help other people build websites and coaching businesses and stuff like that. And I only go into a few of them and dive really deep into them. I don't just take any business. And the reason why is because I want to understand, and I do understand, what people are going to be connecting to. And if you have a video explaining, and there could be a tour, for example, and a frequently asked questions video that would connect with that audience. Hey, I know you're going through a hard time. This is what you can expect coming here. I am the owner. I am the director of this funeral home. This is my name. And you can come and talk to me about anything at any time. That's going to automatically make people want to talk to you. It's going to make people want to do business with you, because you're going to go, okay, this guy gets it. It's a subconscious thing. But all sites look the same. All of these funeral home sites look the same, right? So that's why I have my YouTube video here where you can go and look at my intro, and you can, subscribe to the site. This is what we work on. Okay. So we would work on an SEO strategy to get more backlinks, right? And in order to beat this site and get this number 2 spot, number 3 spot, or just getting on the first page, like beating these, like Yelp and all these, you can beat them. Look, this Dignity Memorial is beating them. You know what I mean? Like Yelp and expertise.com, these sites are only ranked. They have a lot of authority and a lot of trust from Google. So they're going to rank high whenever the funeral home, funeral homes or home, is in their, are on their posts. So they're going to rank pretty high. But look, we want to get you to at least the first page. And of course, we want you at like the number 2 or 3 spot, 4 spot, because you're going to get far more traffic coming here. You get, we can push this Yelp thing down, because Google cares most about topical authority and relevance. So if we were to go to page 5, let's say, right? I think I was already here. So, and we weren't to go, okay, so Rocky Point Funeral Home, say we clicked on that. I've never clicked on this website, of course. And yeah, it's just again, a lot of people went for a pretty looking idea, right? But it's not, this isn't function. This doesn't make sense to do. The phone number's right here. Of course. Okay, cool. This is where you can come to us. But why should we choose you, Rocky Point Funeral Home? So they're getting some traffic. So what I would do is I would fix this site first. Make this site appealing. Make it look appealing. Okay? Make it look nice. Make it look modern. And I would 100% work on getting more backlinks, referring domains, and of course, understanding that, if there's any questions we can answer, it's going to help with the relevancy, questions about what people are asking. So you can actually find out what people are asking by typing in Keywords Explorer. So, funeral arrangement. So you can literally look at the questions here and go, people who help with unusual funeral arrangements, how to add funeral arrangements to my will, why people, of course, not every question is going to matter. Why people is not making funeral arrangements ahead of time. So you can talk about pre-planning here. You can actually literally like take, Google will know when you're spelling it right or wrong. You can go, why people need to make funeral arrangements ahead of time. Google will know, right? And then you can have that on your site and you can put it on a blog post. See, and this is just, it's too much. It's too much, right? So pre-arrangements, plan ahead. Like we could have a whole, so we could click on this and then see how they have the pre-planning options, prepay, blah, 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 benefit of pre-planning, blah, blah, blah. You could actually have a blog post about why people should pre-plan, because people have unexpected deaths, right? So again, like what I'm trying to say is all funeral homes, home websites look the same. And what people do, the people who are like absolutely crushing it in other industries and markets, they are thinking of the why you should come to us. And literally, if you understand that people just want to connect with you and go, you know what, I'm choosing you because you make me feel safe to come to you for this arrangement of my life that I hopefully only have to deal with a couple of times, right? So again, big families have to bury more people, and big families are going to keep coming back to the same person that they connected with. I'm not going to go to another funeral home except the one that I've been to a couple of times in my life. And the director there, I know him. I know his first. I know him I've seen him around town a couple of times. I know him on a first name basis, right? And we always make this. He's like, hopefully I don't see you too soon. And he's you know what I mean? We make that kind of joke because we actually live in the same neighborhood. He lives near his own home, right? So I see him, and I'm never going to go anywhere else. And it's because I trust him. I know him. I like him, and I trust him. So people spend money on people that they know, like, and trust. And putting a video of you explaining things, just like how I'm talking to you, putting a video up here explaining these things. You can actually have a video about pre-planning and why it's important and put it here on a YouTube channel. You can have your own YouTube channel that, you know, again, and we can do this. We can help you do this. We can help do this for you, and we can really help market you with that kind of stuff. And we can really help you connect with people. And we can really help you understand, like help you get to that point where you can express yourself in a way, like putting you on a video here and just say, hey, like, let's answer some of these questions that you have. We can answer them in video format, and we can embed them on your site and put them on the YouTube channel. Just like what I'm doing with you as you see this. I'm going to keep doing more of these breakdowns, right? But this site needs help, right? This site needs help. It is like, this looks like crap right here. This, I would get rid of all this, and I'd put something a lot more simple. I'd put something more like this, but of course, like tailored to a funeral sense, right? Death care is something that people are apprehensive about, but it happens. So you can answer questions like this. And you like, you know, what do you call funeral arrangements? How to attach funeral script on floor? Like, there are things that, you know, how to prepare, how to pick out your own funeral, like, you know. So you guys can answer these questions for people. I hope it makes sense, guys. I really do. Again, like this audit, the audit of this site here. I mean, like the services, we can take a look at the services page. Our services, live webcasts. I mean, green natural, like our funeral directors. Okay, let's see if they have something going on here. So Peter C. DeLuca. So again, there could be a video, many questions. With the passing of a loved one, there are many questions. Will the deceased be dressed in their own clothes, clothing purchased from us, or a shroud? Do you have a minister, priest, or rabbi? Our director will guide you. Literally, that can be answered in a video right here. And you could put the video in a way that says, that answers, what did he ask? Will the deceased be dressed in their own clothes? That is a question that will pop up right on the video, right? And then the person can go yes or no, or whatever the answer is. And then anyone here can introduce themselves in their own video. Okay? They can have their own video per person explaining who they are. But again, us as people who are going to be going to you are going to want those questions answered. We're not really going to care about you. We're going to care about the what you can get us. And then in that, we're going to care more about you. Okay. So you wouldn't want to explain this, but you'd want everyone that's a funeral director answering questions that people ask. And of course, you guys have been doing this for a while. So if the owners of this site see this, they could add this to their site and go, okay, let's put this in a video form. And whoever takes care of their site could 100% put their video here and put that there and connect with the people who see it. That connection is going to create that know, like, and trust factor, right? So knowing, liking, and trusting will get business every single time. That's why YouTube is so powerful. That's why video is so powerful. Okay, guys. So that's it for this video. That's it for this breakdown, this audit, I guess. So take a look at the pre-planning stuff, but basically that's what I would do to change this, just to add a little bit more flavor, because the difference between, a site like this and the other site, Rocky Point Funeral Home, again, depending on how close this site is, this home is as well, will the ranking factors will change. But being on page 5 versus being on page 1, huge in terms of business. And again, let's get more backlinks, get more referring domains, get more content, a better looking site. It's all simple stuff done repetitively. Okay, guys. So see you guys in the next video. Take it easy. Have a good day. If you have any questions, reach out to me, Kyle Johnson. You can actually go to my site, topfuneralmarketing.com. If it is not the site you see here, it just hasn't been finished yet. It's not polished yet. It's almost done. But you can reach out to me here at 1-437-245-6037. And you can reach out to me at Kyle@topfuneralmarketing.com. You guys can reach out to me there. Okay. Have a good day. See you guys in the next one.